Crystal and Tumba, a bond the world never expected. She was a raccoon, meant for the wild, born to climb trees and disappear into the forest at dusk. He was a family dog, raised in safety, surrounded by warmth and familiar voices. No one could have imagined that from their very first meeting, these two souls so different by nature would become inseparable.
Hey, Yankees. Hi, baby. I love you.
Crystal's story began in the quiet hours before sunrise, when the world still held its breath. Near the edge of a swimming pool lay something impossibly small. A newborn raccoon no bigger than a human palm, trembling from the cold, barely clinging to life. She should have been hidden away in a den, wrapped in her mother's warmth. Instead, she was alone, fragile, and fading fast.
It was only 90 grams. He's little.
The family who found her runs a small wildlife rescue. They understood how delicate her condition was and how slim the chances could be. Still, turning away was never an option. Crystal was brought inside, wrapped gently in soft blankets, and cared for around the clock. Bottle feedings came every few hours, day and night. Each breath was watched closely, each moment mattered. Slowly, feeding by feeding, warmth returned to her tiny body, and life began to settle back in. As weeks passed, hope grew, but so did concern. Crystal's back legs were not developing as they should. Tests later revealed a rare autoimmune condition that affected her mobility. Before she was even a few months old, it became clear that walking normally would never be possible. That realization changed everything. Returning her to the wild was no longer safe. Survival on her own would be impossible.
Hi, everybody. So we have a new intake. We just got him in. A call that he had a wound. And
What could have been a heartbreaking ending quietly transformed into a new beginning. Crystal stayed. She became family. She was no longer defined by what she had lost, but by the love that surrounded her. Safe, cherished, and free to live life at her own pace, Crystal began a chapter no one had planned, but everyone embraced. It was during this chapter that she met Tumba. Tumba, the family dog, was large and gentle, with calm eyes and a steady presence. Curiosity sparked when he first noticed the little raccoon who moved differently. Crystal, cautious and independent, kept her distance. Some days she seemed interested, other days distant and moody, but Tumba never pushed. He never rushed her. He simply stayed nearby, offering patience and quiet companionship, waiting for her to choose. And eventually, she did. Soon, separation became unthinkable. Afternoons often ended with the two curled together on the couch, nose to nose, Crystal drifting off to sleep to the slow, steady rhythm of Tumba's heartbeat. Mornings brought shared breakfasts, where Crystal almost always managed to steal the best bites before Tumba could react. It became their ritual simple, familiar, and full of trust.
Crazy.
She's super playful right now. Oh, she gimme. She gimme. She crazy girl. She crazy.
Crystal may never run through the forest like other raccoons, but she found her own way to explore the world. A kind supporter gifted her a stroller, and it quickly became her window to adventure. On long walks, her ears twitched at every sound, taking in the world like a forest of possibilities. The stroller became her freedom. The world became hers. She learned to communicate in her own gentle language, soft head nudges, a flick of her fluffy tail, small gestures that spoke volumes. When comfort was needed, Tumba was always close. When rest was required, he stood watch. Through every moment, he remained her protector. And Crystal gave him something just as powerful in return: purpose. Tumba had always been kind, but with Crystal, his gentleness deepened. Their bond was built not on instinct, but on trust, patience, and unconditional companionship. Two lives shaped by circumstance, brought together by kindness. Stories like this remind the world that love does not follow rules. It finds its own way. If this journey touched the heart, a simple like, share, or subscription helps ensure that more stories like Crystal and Tumba's continue to be told. Thank you for being here and for caring enough to listen.
Our team works hard behind the scenes to find and share real-life stories that truly matter. Every video is crafted with care, carefully researched, edited with trusted sources, and always treated with the respect these stories deserve. What you see isn't just made to inspire, it's meant to be real and meaningful.